Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your Timeless Tarot to go. Okay, so another day has begun. Okay, well, actually, maybe for some of you, you're already busy by this time, doing your work. Well, if it's already break time, then take a short break and maybe you'd like to watch a short tarot reading with me. Okay, um, let's see what is your main energy. Wow, we have here the Seven of Cups. Okay. There is a turtle here. Somebody who's very mobile. You know, the turtle makes me think of somebody who's very mobile. And you see here, there's the soil here, and there's just the pond there. It's as if he's ready to immediately go to the pond or to the sea. Somehow, for a turtle, it's very important for them to, at least generally, it's very important for them to be near a body of water. So in a certain sense, I feel uh, for some of you, maybe your energy is that you realize that contemplation, prayer, being in touch with your inner self, with the inner world is very important to you right now. Oh, look at that. There are some condensations there, no? Uh, Maybe it's because of the weather right now. Okay, so you see here, so the turtle somehow for me symbolizes right now your energy of always giving importance to having solitude and silence as part of your life, having that ability to constantly listen to your intuition and to constantly be in touch with God, with the divine, and with your spirit guides as important part of your life. That somehow prayer somehow is already becoming a important aspect of your daily activities, and it is a good sign. At the same time, you see among the mists you could see the seven cups. So when you see it, yeah, the universe always, I feel, it makes me think that the universe has a lot of gifts to give us, but oftentimes we fail to notice them because, yeah, we are not very conscious. We are not in the receptive mode. We are preoccupied with a lot of things in our mind, that sometimes we fail the signs that are given to us by the universe in order to receive the gifts. You know how it is. Sometimes you receive. I remember my problem is sometimes I don't check my mailbox. So I sometimes forget to check my mailbox. That sometimes I never noticed there was already a special card or a greeting card or maybe a gift or something that I was expecting to has already arrived, and sometimes I overlook it because I didn't check the card. So I didn't check the mailbox. So I was not in a receptive mode. I was not ready to receive. So in a certain sense, it's like that. If we are constantly going to our inner self, we are able to identify that we have many gifts. Right now, I feel the universe has a lot of gifts to you, and the best way to be able to receive them is to be constantly in a receptive mode, to constantly be in touch with our intuition and to constantly listen to our intuition. Okay, so this is the main energy. Now let us try to see if what the cards are for us right now. Okay, you have the Four of Cups again, and then the Tower moment. Wow. And then we have here the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wow. You really have some challenges right now. And then the Hierophant. Okay. When I look at the picture of the Hierophant, it's a little bit unique. No? You see these people, the color, this one has a tail behind him. And, okay, it's as if these are, and there's a whip, a whip there. It's like they are being disciplined and they are giving sort of like surrendering. No, this is the feminine part which receives the cycles of the moon. Both of them are bowing down, and there's a whip there. Okay, uh, somehow it's like makes me think of discipline. Okay, uh, and when you look at it, we have here the Eight of Swords, and then the Tower moment, and then we have here the Four of Cups. Here, after the tower was destroyed, one person is falling, and there are two people outside. They went out of the crack at the bottom of the tower, and then there is this sort of like a guard that caught them. So it's like getting caught red-handed, sort of like that. It's as if they are not allowed to escape, but the tower is already falling down, and it makes me think that for some of you, there is like a toll gate right now, wherein maybe you have, you see here, they are being disciplined. It's like there has been a certain aspect in your life that you have neglected, and it's not really very beneficial for your spiritual growth, and it has given you a lot of anxieties in the past. Actually, it's like burning you. You know how it is, how painful it is to get burned. Even if you just burn your finger, it's already painful. So it was giving you a lot of pain, and the tower moment is like the universe finally saying, enough, you shouldn't be doing this anymore. In fact, you are already being aware. As you spend more time in contemplation, you realize that there are certain aspects of your life that even you are not happy with. And somehow I feel this is what is happening here right now. You are confronting yourself right now. Maybe it's because you are spending more time in contemplation and in silence. And finally, you are confronting yourself right now, and you realize, I don't want this kind of life anymore. I want to change it. It's like this person realizing that this aspect in his life is no longer important. It's no longer helpful. It's like you're telling yourself, stop. I don't want this anymore. I am not happy with this anymore. The whip is like that. It's like telling you, it's enough. It's like you finally saying to yourself, you yourself are saying to yourself, I don't want this anymore. It's not beneficial to me. So somehow you are already convinced that really you need to let go of these things. These things that have maybe in a certain sense also made you, yeah, you see here, these two people are bowing down. It's like you realize it's not really helpful. In fact, it affects your self-esteem in a certain sense. So somehow I feel that here the four cards are telling us that you need to let go of certain things that you already know is no longer helpful to you. And to get rid of that, you need to really accept, tell yourself, before other people will notice it. Now, sometimes we also still being spared by the universe by keeping our skeletons still within the closet. To make the skeletons, to really realize that these skeletons need to be addressed, and we need to face them. It's like here, it's facing your skeletons. It's facing your certain aspects that need to be addressed in your life, need to be worked on. So somehow it's like that. The discipline and the catching is making you realize that it's really not very helpful to you, and you really need to stop it. And the universe is offering you all these things. You will not be able to receive them until you let go of these things. That's why I feel the tower moment is very important right now. The tower moment shows us that the universe is helping you close this chapter. But you need to work on it, and you need to really discipline yourself. You really need to do some sacrifices. Somehow the Hierophant shows us also asceticism, learning to discipline yourself, to let go of things that you know will not benefit you anymore. And you need to honestly tell yourself, this that cannot continue. I need to work on this. Okay, now we have here the Three of Wands, and then the Page of Wands, and finally we have here the Three of Swords. So again, yeah, it can be a relationship, yeah, the one that, but whatever it is causing you pain right now, and you need to address it. It's something that is really already very obvious in the cards. You need to listen to the universe here with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is listening to the song of the birds, and he seems to be happy listening to the song of the birds. And here again we have here the Three of Wands. She's setting a bird, allowing the bird to soar. So it's like you need to set yourself free. And to set yourself free, you need to allow yourself to be guided by the universe. You need to cooperate with the tower moment that the universe is giving you. And if you do that, the birds will be bringing back to you, or the universe will finally be sending to you these gifts that they wanted to give you, but you are not able to do so because of this aspect in your life that you haven't addressed, that you need to address. So, yeah, you need to be firm like the King of Wands in order to achieve success, reach that moment wherein you will be like the world. Your true self will be set free. She is naked, not afraid to be who she is, and there will be a certain success, and there will be a celebration. You see here, nature, all the four seasons of nature. So it's like the completion of the seasons of your life, the wholeness, wherein your past, your present, and your future are sort of reconciled with each other. So I feel you need to really address. There is something that you really need to address. So take what resonates with you. The universe will let you know, and I think you know already what you need to address. If you are going to be like the Knight of Wands, soaring in the sky, free to face the world's challenges, to be on fire, you need to address these things that you might have neglected in the past, but is now asking you for attention. So this is what we can see right now for you, and let us go to let us end this reading with some oracle cards. Okay, so Cancer, you really need to address something. Okay, let's see. Eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray. Okay, so you really need to spend more time alone. Maybe for some of you, you need to detach yourself from a busy life in order to get the big picture, to be able to see everything like an eagle from above, watching the forest below. You need to detach yourself in order to see the things that you need to work on yourself. I feel that right now you are part of your transformation journey right now is addressing those aspects that really need to be changed. Or for some of you, you really need to let go. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Okay. Dragon's Hoard it's like, the dragon has a lot of beautiful things inside him. Makes me think of this one. The universe has a lot of gifts. The universe has given you a lot of gifts in your person. And I feel that at this moment in time, these gifts do not shine out. Maybe because of this struggle that you need to work on, you need to address on. Protecting the future. What you do right now in the present moment will determine your future. If there is a part in you that needs to be addressed and you do not address it, it will affect you in the future. It will cause you more anxieties and more pain in the future. So what you store right now, like the dragon in its cave stores treasures. Maybe when they go out and they journey and to maybe attack certain areas or whatever it is, but the dragon always, when they come back to the cave, they bring treasures with them. So as you go out into the world, you have a lot of treasures within you. That is what right now what I'm thinking. Within your person, there are a lot of treasures, but all these treasures are not being put into good use right now. Maybe it's because you need to address some aspects in your life that is preventing you from shining, preventing you from achieving this success that the world card shows us, preventing you from flying and being on fire. I feel that to set these gifts and to receive the gifts that the universe is giving you, which is like in the dragon's cave, to be able to benefit from that, you need to address this thing right now. And I feel that most of you know what it is. If not, then detach yourself from the world for a while and try to maybe spend a weekend or a couple of days to just try to see what are the aspects in your life that needs to be addressed and what aspects you need to let go or you need to improve on. So this is what we can see for you right now, Cancer. I hope that it has given you some insights, some inspiration, and some courage to face whatever you need to address. Maybe it is something that you allowed to fester for a while, but I think you need to address it now, or else it might affect your future. So what decision you will make right now, if you will address it right now, then it can promise a bright future for you. What you treasure inside right now at this present moment will reflect your future. So if you treasure good things right now, which I think you have a lot of gifts right now from the universe, it's just that you are not able to bring it out. So it's time maybe for you to go inside yourself, discover these beautiful gems that the universe has given you, maybe even before your birth. There are a certain beauty in you, that inspiration that you are meant to accomplish in this lifetime. Go inside yourself, discover that dragon sword that is inside you, and bring it out. When I look at this magnifying glass in the eye of the eagle, it makes me think of the portal of our heart. It's like looking into a crystal ball. It's like looking into a portal. This crystal ball, okay. It's like looking into a portal. It's like spending time to go inside and examine ourselves. Yeah. So for some of you, I think you need to do some shadow work. Shadow work is accepting that there are certain aspects in our life that maybe we need to be reconciled with. Okay, so this is what we can see right now. I hope it helps you. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.